Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song Ordinary World by Duran. Of course, this song was a request, so as always, if you would like to make a request, leave it in the comments, and I'll be sure to get to it. I've heard a little bit from Duran at this point. I have had quite a few people actually request them on the channel, so I've heard a few songs. Save a Prayer. Of course, I've heard Hungry Like the Wolf. I've heard... I'm blanking. I did another one recently, but I am blanking hard on it. Regardless, I've heard a few songs. I like their style, and I'm hoping that this one kind of holds up with what I know I already like from them. So anyway, let's go ahead and give it a shot. This is, again, Duran, Ordinary World. You'll have to bear with me. I bought a new computer, so I'm rearranging my office space, and it's like a lot of it's off camera, but it is a mess around here right now as I'm trying to rearrange and also record videos at the same time. So that's why I don't have anywhere to set this down. I have to hold it. So anyway, just bear with me, and we'll do the best we can. So again, this is Ordinary World by Duran. Here we go.
Coming from a rainy Thursday on the avenue, thought I heard you talking softly. I turned on the lights, the TV and the radio. Still I can't escape the ghost of you. What has happened to it all? Crazy summer say, where is the life that I recognize? But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Passion or coincidence once prompted you to say, pride will tear us both apart. Well, now pride's gone out the window, cross the rooftops, run away, left me in the vacuum of my heart. What is happening to me? Crazy, some say. Where is my friend when I need you most? But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Papers in the roadside tell of suffering and grief. Fear today, forgot tomorrow. Here beside the news of holy war and holy need, ours is just a little sorrow talk. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive.
Yeah, I like that a whole lot. Sorry, got to pull the mic out to my mouth. I like that a whole lot. That was really, really good. I was pretty certain I had never heard this song before, but the moment it got into the chorus, I was like, this sounds very familiar. So I'm wondering if I've heard it somewhere before. I wouldn't even know where, because I don't really know very many people who I know listen to Duran Duran. I mean, maybe there are people out there who I know who listen to them. Maybe that's just not a band that usually comes up when we talk music. But regardless, like I said, it just that chorus sounded so familiar. Not sure what it is about it, but again, maybe I've heard it somewhere before. Let's see. Ordinary World is the second track off of Duran Duran's 1993 self-titled album known as The Wedding Album. It was a big comeback single for the band, and is one of the two singles that made Duran Duran relevant again. Simon Le Bon says he was inspired to write it after not being recognized in the supermarket after a long period of sustained fame, hence being once again part of An Ordinary World. Interesting, okay. Let's see. I wonder if it appears in anything. Covered by Ordinary World by Red. I don't think that's it. Let's see. A few different covers. Nothing that I really recognize, though, so I don't think I've heard a cover of this song. Does it appear anything? Let's see. Layer Cake, music from the motion picture. That's over my head. No. I can't think of where I might have heard, like, for sure. I can't say, like, oh, I for sure heard it here. No idea where I might have heard this before, but really the rest of the song did not sound familiar at all. It was really just that chorus. I don't know what it was about it. So, anyway, here we go. Let's take a look at the lyrics, of course, like we always do. So, Verse 1, came in from a rainy Thursday on the avenue, thought I heard you talking softly. I turned on the lights, the TV, and the radio. Still I can't escape the ghost of you. What has happened to it all? Crazy, some would say. Where is the life that I recognize? Gone away. So I can definitely see what they were talking about here in sort of the bio. About, once being famous and then suddenly no longer being recognized and thinking, wow, I'm just like an ordinary person again. I'm in an ordinary world. So that's kind of, I think, what he's setting up here in verse 1 is like, this is kind of what ordinary people do, right? They come home, they turn on the lights, the TV, the radio, to kind of get their mind off of things, but still he can't escape the ghost of maybe what he once was. And so this is what him asking, like, what happened to it all? Crazy, some would say. Where is the life that I recognize? Gone away. That fame that I had once known is gone away. But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. So apparently there is verified commentary from someone in Duran Duran. Let's click on it and see. It says the last 3 songs Simon Le Bon wrote in tribute to his childhood friend David Miles. Interesting. Okay. Didn't tell me as much as I was hoping, but thanks, Duran Duran. Passion or coincidence once prompted you to say, pride will tear us both apart. Well, now pride's gone out the window, crossed the rooftops, run away, left me in the vacuum of my heart. I want to read that again because I think there's a lot packed into that verse. Passion or coincidence once prompted you to stay. Pride will tear us both apart. Well, now pride's gone out the window, crossed the rooftops, run away, left me in the vacuum of my heart. Interesting. So to me, that sounds like him talking about a relationship, right? We were together because of it was either passion or coincidence. One of those was the driving factor for you staying, but we were too prideful. Pride will tear us apart. But now there's no pride. It's gone out the window, across the rooftops, run away. So I wonder if that's just, again, he put that in there about a relationship, or maybe it's his relationship with fame. I don't know. Maybe it was passion that kept him famous, that kept people coming back, that made him do what he did well, which is music. Or maybe it was just a coincidence. Maybe he got lucky. Maybe, it's right place, right time, right song kind of thing. And maybe he got too prideful, and now that he realizes he's an ordinary person, again, pride is out the window. I don't know. I might be looking too much into it based on the information I got from that bio, but I think it's kind of interesting to see how different people take it. So, what is happening to me? Crazy, some would say. Where is my friend that when I need you most gone away? But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find, and as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. So it doesn't necessarily sound like he necessarily wants that famous life back. It seems like he's fine learning to live in the ordinary world. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Papers in the roadside tell of suffering and greed. Fear today, forgot tomorrow. Oh, here beside the news of holy war and holy need. Ours is just a little sorrow talk. And maybe that is it, because like I said, it seems like he's wanting to just accept his ordinary place in life. And to me, this continues to read in that direction, because he's like, well, in other places, and even sometimes here, we're fighting wars, we're hurting each other, there's suffering, there's greed, and so really, what am I worried about? Why am I worried about being an ordinary person when being ordinary is not too bad, because there is so much worse stuff happening elsewhere, and again, even here. So just blown away, and I don't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find, and as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Every world is my world, I will learn to survive. Any world is my world, I will learn to survive. Any world is my world, every world is my world. I thought it was interesting lyrically. I don't know if I would have picked that out based just on the lyrics themselves. I think the bio really helped me here, and hopefully it is pretty accurate, but I thought it was interesting. Yeah, I mean, if it is truly accurate, what they were saying here in this song bio, I find it as a pretty interesting topic, because, eventually for some people, fame just kind of runs out. You just become an ordinary person. And so how do you handle that? That's interesting. You hear a lot about people going from being just a regular person to famous. I feel like you don't always get to hear the story of fame gone to just ordinary life. And when you do, it's usually like a tragic, like, oh, this poor person, their downfall, blah, blah, blah. But, I feel like it's not always like that. Sometimes it's like, actually, I really like going back to being just an ordinary person that no one really recognizes. So I think it's interesting stuff. I give it 2 thumbs up lyrically. There we go. As far as the instrumentation and the vocals go, I actually really liked the vocal performance here. I feel like it was just very appropriate for the lyricism. I thought it just really worked well in the song. It's just a good vocal performance. I think he sang it really well. I think the big standout to me, of course, is the guitar. I think throughout, the guitar really set a nice tone, easy to follow along with, just a nice riff. And then you got that little sort of guitar solo. I don't know if that's really what it was, but it sounded fantastic. Guitars by Warren Cucurullo. I think he did a fantastic job. You got some acoustic guitar in there. You got that electric guitar. I think instrumentally, this is probably one of my favorites in it from Duran. And it's interesting because to me, it's also very subtle. It's not necessarily in your face instrumentally, and it's not something that you immediately say like, oh man, this is so groovy or so catchy or nothing like that. But to me, it just sounded really good, and it was easy to follow along with, and it really added to what was being said in the song, both lyrically and through the vocal performance. So some really good instrumentation and vocals here. I give it 2 thumbs up there as well. And then as far as replay value goes, honestly, I want this one on my playlist. It was so easy to listen to. I think it had a really interesting topic in the lyrics. I think the guitar work was fantastic, and just made for a really just enjoyable listen. I could sit back, the chorus, every now and then you like a song that has a really easy to sing along to chorus, and I feel like that's really provided it for me. So just a lot of good stuff to like in this song. This one's going on the playlist for sure. I give it 2 thumbs up. And so a fantastic request. Thank you so much for whoever asked for this one. This is a good one. As always, if you want to be that person who requests something, just leave it in the comments and I'll be sure to get to it. If you enjoyed the music as much as I did, of course, go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. And one place you should be able to find this song is going to be in my Spotify playlist. It's in the description below, and it has every single song I've heard so far on my channel. Of course, if you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. Alright guys, that's going to be it. Hope to see you all in the next one. Bye for now.